Hello, everybody. How are you all doing? How has your week been so far? How has your week been so far? Hey, Lorna, how you doing? How is everyone feeling? In the UK, it's supposed to be warm weather. Hmm. Where is the warm weather? I'm looking for the warm weather with my microphone, my magnifying glass, my sunscreen, my everything. Right? The Lorna says keeping an eye on the weather for tornadoes, right? Oh my days. It is miserable. You would never know that it is June over here, where we should be looking forward to warm weather. All the vitamin D in the atmosphere has been completely sucked up and is no longer available for the common man to access. Oh dear. At least for those who are not able to go on vacation, right, throughout the course of the year, the summertime is when they feel like they're going on vacation. Anywho, we'll find a way to cope. We always do. Guys, the era of don't explain and don't complain, or don't complain and don't explain, is officially over. Like, we've always had it heard that William was not going to be doing or following that royal family protocol. But in these recent times, he has shown with the way he reacts to social media conspiracy theories, he reacts to social media posts, he reacts to rumors, he reacts to everything flying in the wind. He reacts to everything without even any strategy. That tells you that he doesn't really have any strategy. He is just playing whack-a-mole. I am going to stop everyone from talking about me. As though he could. Meanwhile, he's briefing as heavily as he can about Harry and Meghan. I don't know whether he's not able to see his own hypocrisy for what it is. But what are we going to do with our son called William? What are we going to do? Hmm? Hi, little Mac. Hi, Sussex Love. Welcome to the chat. Welcome, 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 everyone. I mean, imagine this. Well, I saw several articles in the last couple of days since we spoke saying that Kensington Palace is going up and down these streets debunking rumors that Kate is receiving treatment in America. This is so ultimate of ridiculous. Ultimate of ridiculous. W- We all know and we have all been saying it. And actually, there are rumors in the wind that William is likely to abdicate. While we're talking, can you guys think about that and tell me whether you think that that's actually going to happen? Do you think that William will abdicate? He hasn't been waiting for the throne as long as his own father, so it's very possible that he might not. But with the way things are going, they're just moving so strangely. I mean, a lot of people who have been watching the royal family may agree with me that we've never seen the royal family move. They're a strange lot, we know, but we've never seen them moving as strangely as they are right now. The weirdness is off the charts. They are literally practicing witchcraft in daytime, in daylight. I mean, people usually wait until the nighttime before they practice witchcraft, right? But in this case, they don't seem to be able to wait for the nighttime before they practice the witchcraft. Not only that, they are literally trying to force people to accept that what they are seeing to be true is not true. It's almost like when you stood beside somebody on the road and you look up to the sky and you say, "Oh, the sky is blue. Oh, that's lovely." And the person beside you looks up to the sky and they say, no, 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 the sky is not blue. And you say, okay, if it's not blue, what color do you think it is? And the person tells you, the sky is red. Huh? Red? How? And the person stamps their feet and they've got steam coming out of their nose, trying to tell you to say that the sky is red. Like, hello, 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 hello. Anyway, before we get further into this discussion and before I forget to do so, let me say hello to everyone. Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Welcome to Isabella Banks' YouTube channel where we discuss all things Harry, Meghan, their level up journey, and all things in between. If you're new here, I'm Wizzy, and it is fantastic to meet you virtually. As I asked you before, if you're just joining us, and if you're just joining us, how has your week gone so far? Can you believe it's Thursday again already? I could not believe it when I looked up and I saw that it was Thursday. Immediately, my mind went to, oh, it's Spotlight Thursday. Anyway, as per usual, we are discussing the latest events in the wacky world of the royal media. That's my new name for the royal family and the British and the toxic British media. This is the royal media. There's no point trying to separate the two because we all know they're not separate, right? And anyway, we're discussing what's happening. We're discussing what they're discussing and how Harry and Meghan are dealing with whatever the royal media have come up with this time. Today's video is not going to be that long, just because I don't know. I don't know whether it's the weather or something, but I just kind of don't feel 100%. I'm not ill. I'm not ill. I just don't feel as energetic as I usually do. So the charm in my voice might not be as bright today. um Anyway, as I was saying, okay, let me look at your comments with regard to the question I asked. Sussex Love says, I think you advocate if he committed a crime to save them embarrassment and to make sure he could sit her away and out of and stay out of jail. Lorna says, if the truth comes out about Thomas Kingston and what happened to Kate, yes, it's possible. Well, from the perspective of him being forced to abdicate. But if he becomes the monarch, then he becomes immune from prosecution. And Charles doesn't look like he's ready to shove off and let William have a go at the throne. It's all very confusing, honestly, and it doesn't make sense. I think he would abdicate if he committed a crime and he was trying to avoid jail, just wanted to be able to sneak away into the darkness and not have to pay up. Okay. If he did something to Kate, the throne is the only thing that would prevent him from facing any consequences. So he's itching for the throne. That's what I just thought. Logically, that is the way forward for him. If he has committed a crime, the only way out of it for him is to actually get onto the throne because then he becomes immune from prosecution. But then that would then leave King Charles, right? That would leave King Charles because no one is able to say, I don't think it has ever happened in the UK that a sitting monarch abdicates to allow the heir to the throne to ascend the throne, right? So, what happens to a sitting monarch? Is he also immune? That's an interesting question because I'm sure there are things that Charles has done for which he would rather avoid prosecution as well. So, what then? What then? What then? Sussex Love, thank you very much. He said, hope you feel more like yourself. Get rest. You do you know you said this on you said this what when was it we were talking on Saturday? You said this on Saturday, and I'm just like, yes, 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 I hear you. Okay, I'm going to sleep. To me, that means I'm going to sleep like half an hour more or lie in bed like half an hour more and then get up and continue chasing my tail. But it's not. It hasn't worked. So it means that I need more rest. You're absolutely right. Sussex Love says, what I meant to say was if he got caught committing a crime or two, he's not king yet, right? And since I don't think Charles would abdicate, he would have to run away and hide. I think he would. He's a coward. That's go missing. Is that where ooh, we're entering into um deep territory at this point because are we expecting him to disappear at any point in time? Do you know what that means? Oh my gosh. Little Mark says, didn't the Queen in the Netherlands retired so her son and daughter would become the reigning king and queen? Absolutely. Absolutely. But it has, I don't think it has ever happened in the UK. And the UK hold themselves as being the biggest royal family in Europe. Mm, one of the King Georges, the one that married Queen Charlotte, had to abdicate the throne because he was insane. His son became Prince Regent. What a history! What a history! Someone else in the comments of when we were discussing William's behavior last week said that William looks like someone who is on the spectrum. And I thought to myself, well, that is something that hadn't actually occurred to me because it's absolutely possible. It's absolutely possible. Um, and that's how good a job of the royal family propaganda they have done over the years because we automatically assume that these people are intelligent, that they're smart, and they're perfect literally in almost every way. But really, uh, when there's a little pressure and then the scales come off your eyes. Sussex Love says, pace yourself, we need you. Oh, thank you, love. Oh, dear. Lakiva says, the royals are useless to anyone. Yep, yep. William is a psycho. Absolutely. His behavior is very psychotic. And if we are seeing this much in the public space, can you imagine what it's like behind the scenes, like having to work for it? No wonder he has to give reward his staff very heavily because you can imagine what they have to witness and endure behind the scenes. Anyway, so Kensington Palace, as I'm sure you heard earlier this week, that Kate was being treated at a cancer center in Houston. Now, Kensington Palace, like, they didn't do it the way they usually do, where they brief the media as though through palace sources. No, this time they came forward with their full chest and said, this is absolute nonsense. Kate is, how did William say it the other time? Kate is very much in the UK and you're not hearing from her because she is still undergoing treatment. And when she is ready to face the public, then she will face the public. Like they literally now coming to the fore. And it tells me that they're getting more and more desperate as the days are going by. I honestly would prefer to stop talking about this case. It's just that they keep coming up with different I think they're on explanation 3,000 3,568 at the moment. And each time is more ridiculous than the next time. And it does have some bearing on the kind of pressure that they put on our faves. So we kind of have to keep covering it so that we can keep track of what they are doing and see how their behavior is affecting Harry and Meghan. Anyway, so this kind of forthright explanation or statement being given about the whereabouts of Kate Middleton is kind of shocking, considering that they have always advocated for don't explain, don't complain, or don't complain and don't explain. Um, Let me ask you in the chat, isn't that one of the reasons why they have declared Prince Harry and Meghan persona non grata because they complained? Yet they are the ones doing the same now, complaining and explaining. Anyway, guess what this person did in an office? This seems to be the new drinking game. one one glass of vodka each time you are able to follow the timeline correctly of when all of this began. One shot of vodka each time you can correctly put the timeline together. Before we continue, if this is your first time on this channel, please hit the subscribe button, the like button, and leave a comment or two in the comment section. No, seriously, hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button. As you know, the Derangers have not put their swords down. They're still attacking success-friendly channels. So your like buttons keep the videos from being suppressed. Okay. If you've visited this channel before and you haven't subscribed, let's stop dating. Let's make a commitment. Let today be the day you decide to subscribe. Okay. For all those who have been rocking with me from the beginning, thank you. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section. If you don't know what to say, leave a heart emoji or something. Also, we have gotten a new way that you can donate to the channel. One of our subscribers recommended that I open a buy me a coffee page. And as always, I looked into it and I have found that it's very easy to set up actually. So now, if you want to donate to the channel without the commitment of a monthly subscription, you can make a one time donation to buy me coffee using the buy me a coffee link, which is now in the description box. And I will go ahead and get the link now and drop it in the chat for anybody who would like to make a donation uh, to the Buy Me a Coffee. Here you go. It is now in the chat. Okay, fantastic. Right. So now, speaking about William, they said, is going to be traveling to Germany. Germany. William, who was said to have reduced his workload to take care of his cancer stricken wife, it seems almost like he's almost everywhere now. He is now almost everywhere, despite the fact that he announced his intentions to reduce his workload so that he can take care of his cancer stricken wife. What did I say the last time I did a video? I said his transition to the solo face of the future of the monarchy is almost complete, right? And if you've been following the royal controversy long enough, you'll recall that last year, William failed to attend the Women's World Cup final in Australia when England lost to Spain. And again, you know, the royal family, when they want to make excuses, They don't rely on just one excuse. They rely on like 7,000 excuses. Because I think at that time, the first excuse was that he couldn't go to Australia because his father hadn't been to Australia. And then it was something else. And then it was something else until everybody got fed up with him. So, yeah. Lorna says William really likes that German social. Oh, you serious? Little Mark says, does anyone check Rose's whereabouts? Is she in Germany with William? For goodness sake, of course. I'm sure she must be. I'm sure she must be. How did you know that I was going to be talking about her very soon? Yes, because I have a slide for her as well. And Cameron Walker, who is, I think this is William's direct PR guy for the media. He says the Prince of Wales is heading to Germany next Thursday to watch the Euro 2024 match between England and Denmark at Frankfurt Arena. Prince William is the president of the FA, and yet he could not make it to the women's football, but he can make it to the men's. Oh, dearie me. As we have stated over and over again, apart from the fact that William is totally lacking in most things you would need to identify as human, it is quite clear he's setting himself to be seen as a divorced dad and possibly making way for a new partner. But you know what, guys? Personally, I really don't care what William does with himself as long as they leave Prince Harry and Meghan alone. But do they? Do they? Can they? No, 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 no. While I was looking and doing research on on this video today, guess what I found? This fun fact. Someone found and located William's ex-girlfriends. Actually, and the Nugget put it together in a collage. She said, so I Googled Killiam's ex-girlfriends and this lineup popped up. I have zero idea who any of these women are, but they must be elated that they're not in Karen Missington's shoes. They dodged a bullet. Literally. T. Kingston. Literally. Oh dear. Literally. Oh my gaze. Anyway, about the bit that concerns me, which is the bit where it's their life connects or intersects with what Harry and Meghan are doing. I'm going to share a couple of stories to you, which would be a little bit alarming, but don't be triggered. It's just for us to pay attention to certain things so that we know that the battle is not over, it's not done yet. Okay, so there's this article which has this headline which says experts reveals biggest diva in royal family as Meghan Markle only takes second spot. According to the royal family, Meghan is the biggest diva in the royal family. Not the queen who wore the crown, not Camilla who stamped her feet and shook her boobs in the air until she became the queen. Meghan. Of course, there are thousands of articles to pick from, but what matters to me is the attacks on Harry and Meghan's business. And you know, when you've got diva next to your name in the business circles, that doesn't really augur well. And it just really makes me wonder what's happening with their comms guy. Are they asleep? What did they do about this article? These are the kind of articles I don't want to see in the media. And although things have quietened down as far as Harry and Meghan are concerned in the media, they still got these kind of things which could be a little bit detrimental to their business. Let's see. Considering how the royal expert that Queen Elizabeth II supposedly behaved about Lilibet's name, she is the true diva as well as a petulant child. Do we really believe that story? Do we? I don't see it. I don't see it. But I would. I definitely. Uh, the Queen. I think that when they showed her behind the scenes, as much as she looked like a kindly grandmother in public, but they have showed her being a bit salty behind the scenes. So she definitely has the ability to be more than just the kindly grandmother that she appears to be in public. I can definitely see her being more of a diva. I can definitely see that. We also have this story about Meghan Markle being brutally snubbed by Sophie Trudeau in 10-word swipe, where Sophie was saying she hasn't been in touch with her in ages. We don't need to be inside their relationship to understand exactly what was going on here. Sophie just didn't want the attention. And I think we can see that with most of Megan's close associates, should I say. They have all kind of come up with this line which they feed to the media, which would indicate that they don't have a relationship with Megan in order that the media will stop bothering them. But of course, the media then take that narrative and then spin the story as though Megan is snubbing her friends. Yeah. Wheezy, I don't believe that story, but the British media wants us to believe it. So if true, she would be the diva. Right, right, right. Get that. Or this one, where they said Megan's brand embarrassment could have been avoided after name is already in use. Now, there is this story that the American Riviera Orchard brand name had already been in use before Megan decided to use it. I don't believe that. Um, there is this company. Oh, hello, Lady Rose. How are you? How are you? There is this company that has used the American Riviera Orchard name to set up a company that sells adult coloring books on Etsy. Royal Wealth Reign Empowering Women's Financial Sovereignty. And they claim that if Megan's team had done their proper homework, they would have discovered this company. Or if not, I don't know how you can stop someone from copying the name of your company because American Riviera is already trademarked, but that doesn't stop people from copying other people's business names sometimes. It just means that you would then have to send a decent cease and desist to the company that is trying to copy your business name. Ooh, Sussex Love says Carmilla takes the number one spot, no competition. Megan is nowhere near that. The second one will be Kate. If she's still amongst us, God rest her soul. Absolutely. Absolutely. Lady Rose says, hi family, just popped in to say hi. I'm busy at work. The weather is very hot here. 90 degrees. Love y'all. Love you right back, honey. The weather is hot. I wish you could share some of that heat. Very cold over here. Yep. Sophie was trying to promote her book, and all they wanted to talk about was Meghan. She shut them down real quick. Yeah, I thought that might be the case, and that's what they do to anyone connected to Harry and Meghan. So that's the strategy most of her associates have adopted nowadays to make like they don't even have a relationship anymore. Um, They said the Duchess of Sussex was left red-faced when it emerged that another company is using her lifestyle brand name, American Riviera Orchards, to sell adult coloring books online. Meghan announced her new business venture back in March as it was revealed she would be creating a collection of preserves, jams, and nut butters to sell, as well as homeware, home fragrance, pet products, and cookware. So anyway, so as you can see, the target remains Harry and Meghan's business. So we can't put our swords down just yet. We're still on Twitter fighting the good fight. But I must say, I am loving this period of peace, 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 peace. Although they try to throw jabs now and then, every now and then, but what's happening is that they are just recycling old news. They don't have anything new to report on. And then the royals that they have here are as boring as paint. So they have literally nothing to report on. What we're going to be seeing, I suspect, is a group of people who are going to be hitting the unemployment. A lot more people are going to be hitting the unemployment line very soon. And then, well, you know what? Um, it is in their favor, actually, that they have the elections that are coming up because I think it's also possible that they have scaled back on royal reporting because of the upcoming general elections. And even though they had said that they weren't going to be discussing royal family matters in order to make way or room, and I think that has more to do with resources, as in almost every journalist wants to be somewhere where the hottest things are being discussed, right? And the hottest thing right now is the general elections. So the royal family had to give way to the companies, although they didn't. I don't know what it is about the UK. It seems like they can't do more than one thing at a time because there was no reason for them to take that tack. After all, you can talk, how much political reporting can you do? It just seems like when they have one thing to report on, they decide to focus on that one thing and nothing else. Remember when Prince Philip died? Passed, should I say, passed away? What about when the Queen passed away? What about the coronation? And it seems like when they want to report on one thing, they use employ all their resources and begin to report on that one thing. We should keep an unemployment checklist like the derangers for ARO for the royal rodents that lose their jobs. That is a great idea, actually. I was thinking about it the other day. I just haven't gotten up the strength to be able to do it. It's not only the unemployment checklist, we should also have a spreadsheet for those whose marriages are breaking down, like Amon Holmes. Amon Holmes. Right. So, uh, as far as the Sussex news updates are concerned, I think that's about it. But let's go into Spotlight Thursday. Okay. For those who are just joining us and new, for the new people, Spotlight Thursdays for the news for my new subscribers, Spotlight Thursdays are when we shine the spotlight on other Sussex friendly YouTube channels. The idea being that we rise by lifting others up. Okay. And so, knowing how hard it is on this YouTube streets to get to 1,000 subscribers in order for you to meet the monetization requirements of YouTube, we support other YouTubers to reach the 1,000 subscribers. You don't have to discuss Harry and Meghan content on your channel to be eligible to participate in our Spotlight Thursday segment, but you must be Sussex friendly. Okay, as you're going to see in the next couple of slides that we do have available to discuss. Um, so for instance, um, let's talk about we've got yep. So I have got an Instagram page where I often go to scour for content to share with you guys. I need to build my followers on Instagram to 1,000 followers at least. If you've got an Instagram, can you just do me a favor and follow the Instagram page? I'm dropping the link in the chat. Can you go ahead, follow the Instagram page and head on back here because we've got a few other pages to follow as we continue with the Spotlight Thursday. I saw a sharp drop there. That means that a couple of people have left the chat to go and follow the Instagram page. Thank you very much. If you're just joining us, please go ahead to if you're just joining us, please hit the like button on the video. The derangers are still very busy chatting up a storm, trying to figure out how to bring down the Sussex friendly channel. So your likes keep our videos up. All right. Sussex Love says, I am already following yours. I hope you're following mine. Yes, absolutely. In fact, I think as I saw the notification come in, I literally followed your Instagram page. Must have been 10 minutes after I saw that you were following mine. Thank you very much. All right. So, next one is one that you have seen. We are working on getting the Invictus Games Nigeria YouTube page up to 1,000 followers. We are doing it to support them because we can see the amount of attacks Harry and Meghan are getting. So, if these people are able to start generating an income, then it would make their participation in the games easier because they will have at least some income coming from their YouTube page to support their efforts. So please go ahead, follow them, follow the Invictus Games YouTube page. For those who have already followed the Invictus Games YouTube page, thank you very, very, very much. Sorry you have to hear me banging on about it, but we are determined to keep going until we get them to 1,000 subscribers. Let me see where we are at the moment. Let me see where we are at the moment. Uh, 324 subscribers. Let's see if we can increase that today. Let's see if we can increase that today. Let me see. I am just refreshing the page to see how we're getting on. We have about 108 people in the chat. We have about 108 people listening. If only we can have 25 people subscribing to this channel today, that would be fantastical. Go ahead, hit the chat. Hit the link is in the chat. Let's follow them. And if you can come back and just say done in the chat, that would add to the fun of what we are doing. Remember, we rise by lifting others up. Okay? All right. And if you haven't followed the American Riviera Orchard, do you know I was talking to somebody uh this week and they told me they hadn't followed the American Riviera Orchard. I was like, I didn't know it was possible. I did not know it was possible for people not to have followed the American Riviera Instagram page. Yep. So if you haven't followed them, go ahead. This is your reminder to do so. Let's keep those numbers up. At least this is what we can do without having to spend money. Well, yet. This is what we can do to help Harry and Meghan up because they will use the numbers to leverage whatever they're asking to be paid by the brands they have to work with. So let's keep those numbers up, my friends. Sussex Love says, I have followed them and also American Riviera. That's okay. That's fine. Sorry, you have to keep hearing me um, urging people to go follow these pages. We are trying to support the pages. I seen another sharp drop of people going to follow the American Riviera page. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And the next one we've got is our very ardent supporter of the Sussexes, Lady Rose. It's always better when our voices are amplified, and she amplifies the message that we're trying to send all the time and very well on her page, discussing all this Harry and Meghan content you could imagine. So I've just dropped the link to her channel in the chat. Please go ahead to follow Lady Rose. She is a Sussex friendly Harry and Meghan content creator on YouTube. No, that's okay, Lorna. That's fine. If you're not on any other social media, that's okay. You're not on X, IG, or Spoutable. Your life must be so much calmer. Because anytime I go on any of those, I often come off there with a plan of what to do. But I need to be on there anyway because I am a content creator and it's just it's just you often get the breaking news on social media just before you go on to mainstream. So Vonzola Adams, you said just return back. Internet is trying me. I will not lose your temper. Woosa, as I have been taught by Sussex Love. Sussex Love will always say, Woosa. For those who haven't followed Lady Rose's page, let's go ahead to do that, please. Let's go ahead to do that. In Yes, you do have a point. It's very a reminder to calm yourself is very, very important. Very, very important. So, guys, I have, let me see how many more I have left. Yeah, I have just one more left. This one is very important. Is one of my new the one of the new members on my channel, Carmen Carmen's Place Beauty. She has got a beauty page where she discusses her fascination with skincare and beauty. Do you know she is 66 years old and she looks like she's in her 40s? I can't wait to get her on here to share her secrets, honestly, and also tell us how to avoid the mistakes that older women often make when they're applying their makeup, which kind of makes them look a bit awkward. So, if you haven't followed Carmen's Place Beauty for tips on skincare and beauty, what are you waiting on? I've dropped her link. Oh, I didn't get that. Sorry. I May Have a Point is also a very good YouTube channel. Okay, sorry about that. I didn't get what you were saying. I will um She needs to come to me so that we can have a discussion about how to promote her page. If you follow her or you know her directly, can you tell her to get in touch with me? I often have a conversation with the channels, the channel owners behind the scenes. Just helps me to get to know them better. I check out their channel, see how they think and reason before I decide whether I'm going to promote their channels on my channel. So if you know her or if you follow her, just send her a message and tell her to get in touch. I am quite accessible. All right, guys. Carmen's Place Beauty is the next one. She is a very friendly Sussex loving beauty content creator on the YouTube streets. Let's support, let's support, let's support her, please. She needs all the support we can get, we can give her. She has only 270 subscribers on her channel. Let's see what we can do to get her to 1,000 in the shortest times possible. Okay. All right. So we've talked about American Riviera, Lady Rose, Carmen's Place. Can you see her? Can you believe that she's 66 years old? Yeah, she's almost 70. Whichever way, Sussex love. She can get in touch with me whichever way. It's fine. I am always accessible. I'm easy to access whichever way. TikTok, whatever. I'm fine. I visit all my social media platforms on a daily basis. I usually respond within a short period of time as well, unless I am not immediately able to do so. So this is Carmen's Place Beauty. Let's follow her page. Let's get her up to 1,000 subscribers if you have not already followed. And that, my friends, is all I have for today. And that, my friends, is all I have for today. Thank you all for being here. And it's been great fun to hang out with you guys. Until the next one, have a good evening. I am only doing the one video this evening because I am completely knackered. The UK's weather has made confused and it's got my body discombobulated. I don't know whether I'm coming or going at the moment. Oh, right. Oh, Nubian Queen. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for the super chat. Go in, go pee. Okay, good night. Good night. Good night. Thank you very much, Nubian Queen. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, for being here and have a good night. Bye now. Bye.